Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome in Republican gubernatorial candidate Alan Alley. Alan, good to see you. Thanks for coming down.
Great to be here. Thank you.
I know you're in town for this forum tonight at the SOU RCC Higher Education Center.
I am.
About an hour and a half. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So you ran for political office as state treasurer in 2008 and governor against Chris Dudley in 2010. What made you want to get into this? Because as we were talking before, you don't consider yourself a politician.
No, when you said politician, I kind of looked around like, is there somebody else here?
You did.
I did. And I don't see myself that way. I see myself as a concerned Oregonian citizen that had 30-some years of business experience helping people grow companies and build companies here. And then I sort of got asked to get into politics. Governor Kulongoski asked me to join him in his office, and then I ran for state treasurer and ran for governor and saw that somebody with my background and experience could be transformational. And I think Salem has fundamentally let us down. And that's why I'm doing this, that the kind of things that are coming out of Salem right now, the policies that are coming out of Salem right now, aren't the policies that Oregonians aspire to. So that's fundamentally why I said I'd run. Okay,
so I'm sure you've seen the ad from fellow candidate Bud Pierce pointing out your ties to the Democratic Party, Ted Kulongoski, who you just mentioned, as well as John Kerry. What's your response to that?
Well, I think it shows that I can work with both sides, that I can work with the Democrats. I think Bud's picked on some things that I find odd because he's given about 10 times the amount of money that I have to Democrats. The last donation I made was 10 years ago. The last donation he made was last year. So it's an odd way to sort of try to come and say that I'm somebody that's siding with the Democrats when he's given 10 times as much and done it as lately as last year.
Okay, let's talk about some of the issues here. So obviously to many of our viewers, we want to bring jobs to rural Oregon, to southern Oregon. How will you do that as governor?
Well, I don't see it as the role of government to sort of create these programs and picking winners and losers. I got to work in the governor's office, and that just doesn't work. But I'll give you an example. Brammo Motors. When I was in the governor's office, Brammo was building a little car, four-wheeled car. They had trouble getting it licensed and titled here. I came down, talked to Craig, went back to the Department of Transportation, said, we got to make an exception for these guys. They're doing exactly what we want them to do. And they said, oh, you can't build a four-wheel vehicle. And I said, so if we took one wheel off of it and made it unstable, then they could do it? And the answer was yes. So why didn't we pass some legislation that would give Brammo some air cover to be able to build those vehicles here? Why did we somehow stick to our guns and not do that? So I think in many cases, it's just having government get out of the way, identifying people that are doing good things and encouraging them to do it, rather than some kind of top-down, pick this industry or pick this sector.
One of the things that we've heard from many politicians, both sides of the aisle, is everybody seems to want more money to go to mental health. It's a problem we all seem to be able to agree on. Where will that money come from?
Well, we've increased spending $27 billion in the last 10 years alone. And one of the things I say is anything, that's 63%, is anything 63% better than it was 10 years ago? Are roads 63% better? Do we have 63% more mental health workers? Are your schools 63% better? And the answer is no. So it's not, do we need to get more money? The answer is reprioritizing the money that we already have to focus on the things that are going to give us the greatest return. Okay,
and real quickly, since we're running out of time, how do you get people to vote for you who may have never voted for a Republican gubernatorial candidate before?
We need a change in Salem. When you think about what you believe about Oregon in your heart, and I'll ask the people out there what you believe in Oregon in your heart, does it include things like having the lowest graduation rate in the country, which we do? Does it include things like having more families on food stamps than pretty much any other state in the union? Does it include a $200 million bill for a bridge that was never built, or a $300 million bill for a website that was never built? I've got the background and the experience in growing and creating opportunities for people that can change that.
Well, good to meet you, and I know you'll be here tonight, 6:30, yes. SOU RCC Education Center, along with Bud Pierce and Bruce Cupp. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to see you. Thanks so much.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.